So Nottingham Forest have submitted a bid for Rico Lewis. It's Rico time. Bad joke. Hi guys, hope you're doing well and welcome to some more transfer news on the eve before Forest get their Premier League campaign up and running. Coming up, we'll tell you all the details about Rico Lewis. We'll give you a Douglas Luiz update. Yes, it's closer than close. And a rejection from Forest on another left winger. So if you're enjoying the content, please don't forget to hit that like button. Make sure you're subscribed as well if you are new. And let's jump straight into the news. So, Rico Lewis, this 2-for-1 deal that Forest are trying to get from Man City. It's interesting to see that quite a few midfielders are leaving Man City. And Forest, obviously with McAtee pretty much done and dusted. We don't know for sure if he's been registered before you ask. But I think he's the one out of the two with him and Hutchinson that if someone was registered, it would be him. But anyway, Rico Lewis, Forest put a bid in for. We believe it's somewhere between 25 and 30 million pounds. Whether that's neat cash or as the total package, I don't quite know yet. And this was sent out by Romano. He said Forest have submitted an official bid for Rico Lewis for Manchester City. Negotiations ongoing on both club and players' side to see if a deal can happen in these final 2 weeks. Rico's agent has also been approached by Forest. And yes, Spurs, it's all legal before you start asking in the comments. This was then updated a little bit later from Romano. And it says, Forest feel Rico Lewis is keen on the move and wants to push to get the deal done with City. Negotiations ongoing between the clubs as the initial bid has already been sent. Not enough yet to convince City, but Forest insists that they really want Lewis. So, a lot to kind of break down there for you guys. Basically, Rico Lewis wants game time. Okay, he doesn't feel that he's going to get it at Man City this season. He also probably wants to play in his correct position. Anyone who's thinking he's a right back just because that's where he's played a lot of the games in last season's campaign is misprofiling him. In his youth time at Man City, he was playing as an 8. I've even spoken to my Man City YouTuber mates individually and they're all saying the same thing. He's not a right back, he's a midfielder. You either play him in an 8, some are saying you could even push him up to a 10. So, and if you look at his stats, let me just give you last season. He played 28 games in the Premier League, got 1 goal and 2 assists. Obviously, most of those were from right back. But versatility-wise, he's played 69 games at right back, got 5 goals from there, 6 assists. Defensive midfielder, 22 games, 3 goals, 4 assists. Left back, he's played 15 games, got 2 assists. Right midfielder, 6 games, central midfielder 5, and so on and so forth. He's played in so many positions, but the general consensus is that he should be a midfielder. Now, does that mean that's where Forest are going to use him? I've got no idea. Honestly, right now, I don't know who fits in where and who the starting 11 will be, and if we're even going to get all these players anyway. So there's loads of potential with him. I really like him and I really want him. At 30 million, if they can get a deal done, it's fantastic. Now, on top of that, I'm being told from the same person that told me about McAtee that Rico Lewis does want to join Forest. He's very keen on the move. He sees it as potential for more first team games. He's also best mates with James McAtee, so he wouldn't mind hooking up again with his best mate. There's a lot of positive signs as to why he would join Forest. The issue is going to be that Man City will still want a buyback clause. Like, I know it's annoyed a lot of you with the McAtee thing and what have you, but you got to get used to it when dealing with Man City because of the way they got burnt on Palmer when they sold him to Chelsea and didn't have it there, and they're just crap scared of doing it again. So any deal with Man City will have it there. I am pretty confident that this one will get done. In fact, I've heard some stuff on the Forest side to say that it's closer than close could be, right? So there's a lot of positive signs coming off this one. I just don't know where I fit him in, or me, like I'm picking the team, but Nuno fits him in. I think this is more, we've got to now start looking at this team as a squad. especially with European football, Premier League, League Cup, FA Cup, etc. There's 4 different competitions we're going to play in, and it's going to be based on fitness to who Nuno can play, and he's going to have some versatile players within that team. You've got already Ola Aina and Nico Williams who can switch sides, no problem, play right back or play left back, both of them can. Once McAtee's announced, he can play on the right, he can play as the 10, he can play in the 8. Rico Lewis can play right back, he can play left back, he can play 8, he can play 10, but he can even play CDM. There's loads of positions. But if Douglas Luiz comes in as well, then I don't really see how he fits into the midfield role, and my feeling is he's being profiled as a fullback. So we'll have to wait and see on that one, but I am feeling very optimistic about it. Now, let's move on and talk about Douglas Luiz. Oh, wrong button. Let's talk about Douglas Luiz because there is some movements on this. Now, it's not much, but here's where we are. Juventus are starting to drop their price. Remember how I was telling you they want 40 million euros? Forest wanted to pay about 33 million euros. Well, now Juventus are saying, right, we'll go down to 35 million euros. They really want to get, I think it's O'Reilly from Brighton as their replacement for Douglas Luiz, and they know they've got to ship Douglas Luiz off first to get that one up and running on the board. So the report says this: Douglas Luiz is getting closer to Forest. Not closer than close, they've said, just closer. After more talks yesterday, Juventus are asking for at least 35 million euros guaranteed, and the player would gladly return to the Premier League. We had explained yesterday there'd been another round of negotiations, and there's more planned again for today, and it's all proceeding on schedule. Juventus want a minimum of 35 million euros, and if this is a loan, it must be accompanied with an obligation to buy at the end of the season. The destination is appreciated by the Brazilian, who is eager to return to the Premier League after his experience with Aston Villa, having struggled in the Serie A. We should see more progress on this. This is the cool update, or the exciting update, over the weekend to get everything in place. But until that happens, everyone needs to have a little patience with it. Juventus would then reinvest some of that money into, they're looking at Kula Moana from Paris Saint-Germain as part of that deal, or separate to Forest, with a paid loan obligation to buy, and they're looking at Matt O'Reilly as, did I say O'Brien earlier? O'Reilly, as I just mentioned as well. So I don't want to get overexcited about the Douglas Luiz stuff because I really want him, and if it doesn't come through, you lot are coming at me. I hear it and I get it, but this weekend should be the make or break of this. I think I said it on yesterday's video, or maybe I said it on Patreon. I can't remember, there's been too many videos. We've already missed the 12 p.m. cutoff on the Friday, so there's no need to rush Douglas Luiz over the line to get him in by, Sunday. It must happen by Sunday. Obviously, it'd be nice so he's ready for training, be it on Monday or Tuesday or whatever. So you will see progress over the weekend. But as long as he's in and available by latest Friday, done his medical and everything else, then he'll be available for the Palace game. So I would like to see this happen at the start of the week so he gets 1 or 2 training sessions in, gets to know the guys, etc. So let's see how this one progresses. And there's another story we need to move on to. Just a quick reminder, guys, hit that like if you haven't already. And we need to move on to Jamie Lewelling. He's at Stuttgart, 24-year-old winger, predominantly plays on the left-hand side. Forest have put a bid in for the German international, and this was revealed by Plettigol over on social media. He said, exclusive, Forest have submitted an official offer for Jamie Lewelling. 20 million euros fixed plus 5 million euros. Have you noticed how many offers Forest have put in this summer for 25 million? But anyway, it says Stuttgart have rejected the offer. He's not for sale, and the clear trend suggesting the 24-year-old German international will stay at Stuttgart. As of now, it is not planned that Forest will return with any new offer. Maybe in one or two, maybe one of the next 2 transfer windows. So basically, Forest felt the water out on this one. They felt like if they could get him for 20 million, it was worth a stab. If it got rejected, move on to different targets. Now, I don't mind. I think he's all right. I just don't think he's a needle mover for me. He's very physical, very strong on the wing. find him a little clunky, to be honest. Now, I've seen him probably more internationally, where he looks comfortable, but he's just not my style of winger, man. I want Bakwa, and that's kind of going a bit quiet, but there is still expectation, even with Hutchinson being signed, that we will go in for Bakwa, but I'll keep you posted on all of that. So that's your main transfer news headlines. We will have a Brentford preview coming up in the afternoon for you guys, so make sure you check that out. I'm going to try and piece together a team for that. God knows what I'm going to do and what formation. We'll talk about that in the next video. Make sure you've hit the like button. Make sure you've subscribed. Thank you for watching. Come on, you Reds.